What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. Unfortunately, not good news. And this dropped at like 9 o'clock on April Fool's Day, of all things. So it took a while for everyone to be like, this isn't a sick joke, right? And it's not. A heart beats only so many times in a life, and Val Kilmer has had his. So Val Kilmer, star of Batman Forever, Tombstone, many others, which we'll talk about right now, has died at 65 years old. Now, if you've been keeping up with Val, you know he's or had been fighting a form of throat cancer for many years that apparently and ironically and tragically is not what actually took him out. So his daughter Mercedes has told the New York Times that the cause was pneumonia. So if you're compromised with your immune system, a pneumonia will do it. He was 65. He had been battling throat cancer for several years. His reps not immediately responding for comment, but we did get confirmation. Holy hell, he's in a bunch of my favorite movies, Tombstone and Doc Holliday, probably one of my favorite performances of all time from him. And when you find out how much of his choices went into the dialect and the way he said all of it, absolutely amazing. And we see here the list of movies he's done. The top ones, of course, are Batman Forever, The Doors, and Tombstone, but they go on to talk about his star as, like I said, Top Gun and Willow and Heat and The Saint, and even returning in Top Gun Maverick. He was one of the better parts of that little Maverick needed to move on, and he had Iceman there to do it. We even got to hear him talk a little bit. There's a documentary about his life in 2021 called Val. His son provided the actor's voice, and the film utilized hundreds of hours of video he had recorded over the years, giving a revealing look at the sets he's worked on and showing the actor to be an introspective thinker with an artist's soul. So I probably will watch that documentary, Val. Batman Forever. I remember when he took over. I think I was like 12 or 13 when I saw this movie. 1995, it would have been 10. So there you go. 1997. So yeah, I would have been like 13. He was great. I liked him as certainly I thought his Bruce Wayne was better than anyone else. And then yeah, George Clooney took over for him, and we don't talk about that anymore. Top Secret, Real Genius, the original Top Gun, Willow, Kill Me Again. All of these are listed as some of his beloved movies. The Doors specifically talked about Oliver Stone's 1991 The Doors, where Kilmer memorized the lyrics to all of the Morrison songs before the audition, and he immersed himself in the role wearing clothes similar to the singers for close to a year. Robert Ebert wrote, his turn as Jim Morrison, the performance is the best thing in the movie, and since nearly every scene centers on Morrison, that is not small praise. And then famously, instead of coming back for Batman and Robin after Batman Forever, he went and did The Island of Dr. Moreau, where they talk about what a joke and shit show that was. I think Critical Drinkers made a production hell video about that, about just how horrible it was. Some of my favorite movies coming up here, obviously, Tombstone and Heat. The Ghost and the Darkness, which if you haven't seen him and why can't I think of Michael Douglas in The Ghost in the Darkness, really good lion hunting movie. They're trying to stop lion attacks. After The Saint flopped, he sort of disappears for a while, but he did, and this is what a lot of people will, of course, Prince of Egypt, At First Sight, Red Planet, Pollock, The Salton Sea, which I believe he got a bunch of accolades for, Wonderland, The Missing, and then Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is the more modern thing that people will point to. Him and Robert Downey Jr. It's just really good. If you wanted to say, who's Val Kilmer? Watch Tombstone. For sure watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, The Doors, and you'll get an idea. And just finishing out here, a lifelong Christian Scientist. So Kilmer was unwilling to confirm his cancer diagnosis when it was revealed in 2016. He combined his fascination with Christian Science founder Mary Baker Eddy with his love of Mark Twain in a screenplay called Citizen Queen. That's a long way to say is that he did not seek traditional means to treat that throat cancer, even if it does seem to not be the thing that beat him. Unfortunately, pneumonia, which you got to watch out for. And it finishes off by saying he's been living the past years peacefully on his ranch with his family. So 65 years old, pneumonia is the cause. Val Kilmer no longer with us. sucks. If you heard it for the first time here, yes, it's true. It is not an April Fool's Day joke. Would have been a very poor taste one if it had been. And that's the story. So let me know what you think about this. By all means, post in the comments your favorite movies of Val Kilmer, favorite roles you wished he had played, whatever. Either way, by all means, RIP to him. Condolences to his family. Should have liked, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.